stay here on the ground. It's overrated. The cityscape escapes you with a sound. It's delineated. I waited at the station for an hour, but I won't make it. You take off on an updraft by the tower, and you overtake it. Every moment I see you on the rise, you're drawn across the sky. Now that ink has dried, and I can't tell you why. Oh, Mimi, can you tell me there's an issue? I've seen it clouded all around you. Why can't you tell me there's an issue you've seen before? Oh, Mimi, can you tell me there's an issue? I've seen it clouded all around you. Why can't you tell me there's an issue you've seen before? And I can't tell you why. Oh, I can't tell you why. Why you have to stay here on the ground? It's overrated. The cityscape parades you with a sound. It's delineated. No one here has even learned your name, but they all claim that they saw you land and land to do the same, but they won't make it. Every moment I see you on the rise, you're drawn across the sky. Now that ink has dried, and I can't tell you why. Oh, Mimi, can you tell me there's an issue? I've seen it clouded all around you. Why can't you tell me there's an issue you've seen before? Oh, Mimi, can you tell me there's an issue? I've seen it clouded all around you. Why can't you tell me there's an issue you've seen before? And I can't tell you why. Tell me there's an issue. I've seen it clouded all around you. Why can't you tell me there's an issue you've seen before? Or maybe can you tell me there's an issue? I've seen it clouded all around you. Why can't you tell me there's an issue you've seen before? And I can't tell you why. I can't tell you why. It's been a while, I've been out on my own. I get a little anxious when you call me on the phone. Somebody said that it fades away, but in the interim it was hard to see that way. It's been a while, I've been out on my own. I'm in denial about living life alone.
Alright, and we are back. It's been, I think, what, 2 days? So, I think we had a couple side quests to do in Martha's Rest. That looks to be the case. And we had already increased our gear level. So, should be good there. Alright, so if we head north, should be good.
I hear the levies are due to go up.
Right, this way? Yeah.
Martha said the blight had spread even further south, pushing yet more monsters down with it. I dare say we'll be seeing a few along the way.
Then we shall have to keep our wits about us.
He's back into the combat.
You know what to do, boy. Sick of Torgal. You know what to do, boy. Don't let them get away. Get him. Sick of Torgal. Not this time. You know what to do, boy. Get him!
I didn't mean to use that, but...
You know what to do, boy. Get him, boy!
I mean, what can you do? Did I pick up the item that was actually over here? Sure didn't.
Get him! Sick him, Torgal! Give them all you've got, boy! There, boy! Sick him, Torgal! You know what to do, boy! Sick him, Torgal! Over here. Sick him, Torgal! Wake wins! Don't let them get away! Give them all you've got, boy! Stay down! You know what to do, boy! Sick him, Torgal! Don't let them get away! That's enough!
A good string of fights we just had. Let me... Okay, great. Now I can see all the chats. Okay, so we got a strong box. I don't know if the magic dash is good. We missed an item back here. We missed an enemy back here.
Give them all you've got, boy!
Now... I do want to do some of these abilities. What does this do if I master it? Oh, it just makes the blade on fire. Got it. Okay. Need to get some of our base abilities upgraded. I think the point is that we shouldn't be doing much damage right now. Or at least I hope that's the point. But
Don't let them get away!
I don't know that I can explain that much. Plus, I mean, with this thing, I just melt half of them. And it's to the point now where, like, if we can see them on the screen.
Get him! Stay down!
And this just takes us back. Okay, cool. We're good. We can move on. At least I think we can. We'll find out.
You there!
Let's see
Over
what
here.
Frederick has for us.
Excuse me, I can use that blade of yours. Curse my luck. I'm branded. No time to haggle with whoever holds your leash. Wait. That's the slumbering chocobo you're wearing. You and the Marfors, are you? Good. She won't begrudge me the use of you then. Well, there's wolves about. We tried dealing with them ourselves. Laid out bait, think we might swoop in and slaughter the lot. But we didn't expect the pack to be quite so bloody big.
I expect the blight drove them here. They must have fled their homes for greener pastures.
We'd hoped empty bellies might make them easy prey. We'd made them mean instead. Martha's no fool, so she must see something in you. Do us a favor and get rid of them, will you?
All right. I suppose those wolves pose a threat to everyone.
Aye, that's what I'm talking about. I'd wager the greedy bastards are still over yonder, finishing off our bait. When you've seen to every last one of them, go and speak to my friend over the bridge. Bryce, his name is. He want to know if it's safe to come across. All right, off you go then.
I look hungry, all right. Hungry and mean.
Don't let them get away.
It's over.
Get him, boy. Give him all you've got for him. Get him. Sick of trouble. Get him, boy.
That outfit actually looks really cool.
You know what to do, boy. Get him, boy. Sick of Toggle. Keep your distance, boy. Get him. Stay down.
Gotta find this Bryce and let him know the road's safe. You, Bryce?
What's it to you?
Your friend asked me to get rid of the wolves. So I got rid of the wolves.
You'd have me believe a single bearer. Then again, if you didn't, you wouldn't be on this side. Oh, Frederick. You wily bastard. You served us well, bearer.
Well, we can level up out of that too, so. Did miss like a whole little subsection, and it looks like there's items over there, so we're gonna go check that out real quick. Just want to make sure that we're not missing any of the items. Not that I think this is going to be particularly important, but it also just lets us explore the world. You're telling me there ain't going to be a lockbox in here? That's what I thought. I was going to say, don't sell that shit to me.
Look, the windmills. That must be Eastpool.
Yeah, must be. Murder this death blossom. Murder the one next to it. Oh, we must have killed the antelope too, that's funny.
I remember coming here with Lord Murdoch when I was young. This area seemed a very different place back then.
Anything around the window? Was that just a lockbox? That was. Alright, can't go in the windmill. Though this does go back to like a thing that opens up, so we're gonna check this out.
Careful.
You know what to do, boy. Yeah, boy.
Stagger it.
Get him, boy! Get him! Give them all you've got, boy! Keep your distance, boy! You know what to do, boy! Get him! You got this time. Sick him, Torgal! You know what to do, boy! There, boy! Sick him, Torgal!
That was a cool little fight. Is there anything like over here, or is it just him? I mean, if it's just him, that's fine. It's still cool. It's like, expected there to be a bigger reward, I guess? I don't know. Alright, I mean, either way, we killed him.
Drink up now. Quiet, isn't it?
Yes.
You're Clive Rossfield. It's me, Hannah, Rodney Murdoch's wife.
Lady Hannah.
Oh, I knew it was you. You haven't changed at all. The Lord Marquis and Jill too. It's so good to see you both again.
It's good to see you too, Lady Hannah.
If you have time, you simply must come back to the house. I haven't much to offer, but what is mine is yours.
We should be delighted.
And you have been wandering the world ever since. I can well understand fleeing from those iron blood brutes. But oh, to take to the road at such a tender age.
It wasn't easy, but we survived, and...
And now we're back. It's wonderful to see you safe and well, Lady Hannah. Do you think you will stay here, in Eastpool? Rosalith still enjoys the Mother Crystal's blessing, does it not? You could always move.
This house holds a lot of memories for me. So long as I can live here in peace, here I shall stay. Not that it matters. The capital is closed to civilians, by order of the Duchess. Or should I say, Her Imperial Majesty. Annabella's marriage to the Emperor of Sambrec heralded a great many changes here.
Yes. Of course.
Oh, forgive me. I didn't mean to...
Please. There is nothing to forgive. Would my mother not make an exception for you and your husband? Surely she would not refuse the Lord Commander.
You haven't heard, then. Rodney passed away on the night of the fire. He never returned from Phoenix Gate.
I'm sorry.
Clive.
My poor child. You look pale. All this traveling must have taken its toll. I insist you rest. We can talk later.
Are you sure you don't want to sleep inside?
I can't. Not after what I did.
Lady Hannah said she would prepare a change of clothes for you in the morning. She really has been very kind.
Years of killing. 13 years. Without the faintest glimmer of hope. It was only Joshua that kept me going. I swore that I would avenge his death. That I would kill his killer. That was the only thing that gave my life any meaning. But if it was me who killed Joshua and Murdoch and all the others, then why the hell am I still breathing?
I ask myself the same. When I fought, hundreds died. There were so many bodies, so many lives cut short in their prime. That day in Dalmekia, I wanted to join them. I wanted it all to end. I couldn't bear it anymore. If living meant being that, better to be just another body.
I'm sorry.
Do you remember that night on the balcony? When we looked up at the moon? I said a prayer to Metia, and that prayer was answered. You came back to me. The heavens must have a plan for us. We should get some rest.
Right.
Good night, Clive. Sleep well.
Thank you, Lady Hannah. Perhaps now people will not flee at the sight of me.
You look just like Elwyn did when he was your age.
How did you come to have some of my father's old clothes?
Oh, it's such a good armor set.
Well, before Elwyn became Archduke, our families would often summer together. He and Rodney were like brothers. These clothes have been in a wardrobe for years, collecting cobwebs along with everything else.
Well, I'm very grateful for them. And sorry for depriving you of your memories.
Not at all. It's what your father would have wanted.
They suit you well. Thank you, Lady Hannah.
Yes, thank you. You've been most kind.
No, I should thank you. It may only have been for a short while, but seeing you again took me back to happier times. Fare you well, my lord and lady.
And you, Lady Hannah.
I assume that's the new sword, yes? Yes. That's much better than what we have, even as a +2, so like we're definitely using that. The mesh and cross is better, and mesh and bonds are better. Alright, so we just got like a pure upgrade.
If we follow the road to
And
the
this
north,
sword is awesome.
it should take us all the way to Phoenix Gate. Let's go.
Alright, no new side quests, but there is a shop here, so we should probably check that out. Very least, see what
Anything
we can
take your
sell and
fancy?
stock up. We actually don't need anything. We are gonna sell the
Oh,
old
I
equipment,
won't
though.
say no. This should make me a few gil. Got anything else for me? This should make me a few gil. Safe travels.
You? Those are Elwyn's. By the flames. You're his firstborn. Clive Rosfield.
You're mistaken.
Oh, you can't fool me, my lord. You're the very image of your father. And that would be true even if you weren't wearing his clothes. The self-same garments Hannah was keeping for you, if I'm not mistaken. She always swore that she would never part with them until the day Elwyn's sons returned. And now that day has come. Why, you'll be able to take your bearers back as well.
My bearers. Forgive me, Master Mayor. I was a child when last I came to Eastpool. I didn't recognize you.
Oh, I'd be surprised if you recognized anything at all. Much has changed since Rosaria fell to the Empire. Not least for the bearers, who once served her noble families. When the Ironbloods sacked Rosalith 13 years back, many who lost their masters fled here in search of sanctuary.
And never returned.
Aye. The plan was to send them home once we'd won back the capital. But then the Imperials arrived. Rosaria became a province of Sanbreque. The duchy was dissolved, and they no longer had any home to return to. Back in your father's day, any bearer who lost their master became a ward of the duchy. We'd hand them over to the sheriffs, and they'd be assigned a new position. But when we saw how the Empire treated their branded, we knew that wasn't an option. So they've been here ever since.
And now you want to give them to me?
They're yours by right, Lord Rosfield. Bequeathed you by your late father. And they'd be better off serving you than hiding here. Indeed, many of them used to serve your house, and still consider the Rosfields their masters.
I'm no one's master. Not anymore. They wouldn't be safe with me.
I understand. You'll forgive an old man his fanciful notions. Been daydreaming for too long. But still, I would ask a favor of you. A small mercy.
If it is within my power.
One of the bearers is an elderly fellow who still swears absolute loyalty to Archduke Elwyn. I don't ask that you take him into your service, only that you meet with him. Let him see that Elwyn's son still lives, and that he's as fine a man as his father ever was.
It would be my honor.
Thank you, my lord. He sits by the well most days, watching the people go about their business. If you could show him your face, I would be most grateful.
As fine a man as my father.
You're not so very different, you know. Especially dressed like that. Come on, let's go and meet that bearer.
I'm not sure this artist.
He's not here.
Well, I can't leave without meeting him. I've let the mayor down once already. It would be cruel to disappoint him again.
All right, let's ask around. Someone must have seen him.
Well now, unfamiliar faces. What brings you to Eastpool, travelers?
We're looking for an elderly bearer. You wouldn't happen to have seen him, would you?
Ah, you mean the old boy who always waits by the well?
Yes, that's him.
What business do you have with him, if you don't mind me asking? You're not from the capital too, are you?
We are, in a way.
Well then, it's a pleasure to meet a fellow Rosalithian. I was born and raised down Market Street, and never would have left if Archduke Elwyn had survived the fire. It wasn't the same when the Duchess took over, though. All the beatings, the evictions, the levies going up and up and up, even as the blight took half the harvest. Oh, listen to me, telling you what you already know. I'm sorry. I'm afraid I can't help you with your bearer either, though I doubt he'll have gone far. He comes here every day, almost as if he's waiting for something.
We'll keep asking around then. Thank you.
Okay.
Good day, milady. What can I do for you?
I'm looking for a bearer, an elderly fellow who used to serve the Rosfields. Have you seen him?
Ah, that old loon. No, no sign of him today. Funny, he's usually down by the well at this hour, cooking up his fantasy feasts.
I'm sorry?
Oh, he worked in the kitchens at Rosalith Castle back in the day. Still thinks he's there now. You'd often hear the poor fool chatting away to the Archduke.
Hey, Jared.
Living in a dream he is. But better there than here, I suppose. Can't imagine the Viceroy stopping to trade tales with a bearer. Can you?
No.
Anyway, he'll be round here somewhere. Doubt he has the path to stray too far.
Thank you.
Jared,
We'll
this
keep
seems like
looking.
I don't remember if we've ever talked about if you've played the Final Fantasy series, but like, I feel like this would be
Hey,
a game that you'd be
hold on a
super
mo.
into.
Young Patrick, the chocobo keeper, might know where he is. He's taken the old bird under his wing, so to speak. He'll be in the stables. You should go and have a word with him.
Patrick the Chocobo Keeper. Thank you. We will.
I'm sorry, Jill.
Well, if you're not into
Making
the
you do
turn-based
all this in my
stuff,
stead.
I can
It
recommend
can't be helped.
either
To keep up the pretense.
Final
Come on,
Fantasy
let's
VII
head for the
Remake,
stables.
15, or 16. 16's the one I'm playing right now. They're all more on the action RPG side of it. And this one plays very closely to Devil May Cry if you've ever played those games.
Where the bloody
Same
hell's
battle
he got
director.
to?
Excuse me, but is something the matter?
It's this bearer I've been minding. I take my eyes off him for 1 minute and he disappears. He's not in his usual spot by the well, nor anywhere else in the village.
You must be Patrick.
I am, but
And this bearer you're looking for, he's an elderly man who used to work in the Rosalith Castle kitchens, yes?
that's the fella. How'd you know
Are you
all
playing
this?
BattleBit
I've never seen
Remastered?
you in Eastpool before, but you seem to know the place better than I do myself. Ah, so that's how it is. Well then, if you're acting under orders of the mayor, you're on about to help me find him. He's been losing what little sense he had left of late, saying the sheriffs are coming to collect him and that he needs to go back to the castle. I was supposed to watch over him, keep him out of trouble. But if he's walked out on us,
Well,
there's
Jared,
not a lot
neither
I
one
can
of
do.
those are FPS games. So one
Understood.
of those is a lie,
You keep
Jared.
searching here. We'll look for him outside.
Thank
At
you.
me again,
I'm in your
Jared.
debt.
I hope he hasn't wandered into
It's
trouble.
not. It's
Let's
the
just
fucking
concentrate on finding him.
Blade. It is not a shooter. It's a fucking stealth game.
Drink up now.
Still no sign. Could he have strayed even
Well, Soul
further?
Calibur's different. You have to be good at fighting games to play those games. I love Soul Calibur. I'm terrible at it. Everything about that game, I like.
Look, there's someone over there.
It might be him. We should hurry.
Boss fight.
Company.
Not boss fight. Just
We
enemy
can't leave them
fight.
to the old man. They need to die.
Agreed.
You know what to do, boy. Get him. You're finished!
combat in this is just so fluid. I've said it a million times. I can't get over it.
Are you all right, my friend? Come on. Let's go home.
Your Grace, you came for me. I waited for you so long, but you finally came.
I'm not who you think.
Clive.
Yes. Pray forgive my long delay.
It's nothing, Your Grace. I prayed to the Founder that you would come, and at long last, he answered. Will we be returning to the castle, then? There is still a place for me in the kitchens?
No, my friend. We will not be returning to the castle, not yet. I'm on a very important expedition. One which may take some time. Could you wait for me in Eastpool until my journey is complete? I will come back for you then.
Yeah, effectively they're saying this guy has like Alzheimer's or dementia or something.
Of course, Your
This is
Grace.
pretty sad.
For you, I would gladly wait until my dying day.
Thank you, both of you. You've been most kind. The memory of serving the late Archduke was as one light in the darkness, and now that light burns a little more brightly. It's nothing but a fantasy, of course, but it's better than the truth of the matter. A damn sight better. The blight is on our doorstep. Our harvests are failing. The people are leaving in droves. If it weren't for Lady Hannah selling half her worldly goods to provide for the few of us who stayed behind, we would long since have starved. We want to keep the bearers safe here, we really do. But unless a miracle happens, we won't be able to spare a crust of bread to share between them soon enough.
Is it really that bad?
So bad, I even petitioned the Imperial garrison to take them. But when they found out where they'd come from, they damn near spat in our faces. Ducal dogs, they called them. Enemies of the Empire.
I know a man named Sid, who would gladly give a home to any bearer in need of one. Leave this with me. As soon as I return from Phoenix Gate, I'll speak with him.
Thank you, my lord. Will you be passing through Eastpool on your way back? I should very much like to speak with you again, if you have the time, regarding the future of the village, and what might be done for Lady Hannah. After all, she's done for us.
Yes, of course. I'll be back anon.
Fare you well, my lord, my lady. I wish you a safe journey.
Alright. So, onwards to Phoenix Gate, I guess? No other side quests at the moment? No other side quests. Cool. Then moving on.
The Deadlands are aptly named.
I didn't realize they were this close.
No wonder their crops are failing. The blight is leaching the ether from the soil. And when the last drop is drained, their fields will turn to this. No plants, no animals, no life.
And no monsters. I suppose that's one small mercy.
What's this? Another relic of the Fallen.
Yeah, I'm sure that's not anything. I'm sure we definitely won't be back here later. And Jared, I don't have my camera on, so you're gonna have to take my word for it, but I do have orange juice next to me.
We won't be able to use any magic here.
Another thing to worry about. As if the absence of ether didn't cause enough problems.
That's interesting.
Take away the land's life force, and problems are all that's left.
So you're saying that I can't use any of my fire?
I can hardly imagine what this place used to look like before the Blight took it.
I remember. It was beautiful. There it is. Phoenix Gate. Where it all went wrong.
You were probably correct. I have never got into the Witcher games. And to be fair, he's broody because he was a teenager who went to the Phoenix Gate, watched his dad get beheaded, watched his brother get killed, watched his entire kingdom be destroyed by his mother, and then his mother basically married an emperor and sold him into slavery. I'm just saying, I think the man has deserved a little bit of brood. Oh, also, he's the one who murdered his brother. He didn't mean to. He turned into a big-ass fire demon and beat the fuck out of his brother, who was, who had turned into a phoenix, but, like, you know. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, oh no, you don't have a dad, get over it.
It's almost as if time had stood
Join
still.
the fucking club.
I suppose no one had any cause to return here. No. It's just as I left it. Let's have a look around.
Yeah, don't you?
Could I have done this?
Could anyone?
It's because I'm playing this through PS Remote Play. So it's basically just a window on the screen instead of the actual game itself, so it doesn't hide my cursor. I hadn't even noticed it.
What is it, Torgal?
Clive.
That's him.
Oh, and we've been
He's the only one who can
chasing
tell me
down
what
this dude.
happened. I have to know. Where is he?
Nowhere to be seen.
Damn it! He's like a bloody eel.
What is this place, anyway? Some sort of shrine?
Oh, sorry. You've never been here before. This is the Hall of the Gate.
The gate?
It's a relic of the Fallen. Only the Phoenix's dominant can open it.
Hence the castle's name. This was where Joshua was supposed to...
Yes. He would have stepped through this door the next morning and listened to the words of our ancestors.
Would you have gone with him?
No. The apodatory is holy ground. None but the dominant may enter. I and the other shields would have stood guard here and prayed for my brother's safe return. Where the hell did he go?
Perhaps he went inside.
He couldn't have.
He'd need the power of the Phoenix.
For anybody watching who doesn't understand why we're about to be able to open this, so dominants are basically people who are given the power of the gods. So they're basically housing a god in their body. They can give out that power to others through blessings, which is why we have fire powers. In this case, it's the blessing of the Phoenix. We also stole a blessing from one of the enemies from the wind god, so we also have
another gate.
The blessing of Garuda.
Let's see if this one opens. Could this place really be a fallen ruin?
You could hardly call it a ruin. It's perfect. Like it was built yesterday.
Have you ever seen anything like this?
Jill?
What do we do?
The usual.
Well, that was all of them. What a good ability.
More trouble.
You know what to do, boy.
Don't let them get away. There, boy.
Fuck.
How can these things still function?
How can any of this? This must be what the fallen ruins were like before they fell.
Get him, boy! Sick him, Torgal!
Looks like it could take a beating.
Then let's give it one.
Keep your distance, boy. Get him, boy! Get him! Get him, boy! Sick him, Torgal! Sick him, Torgal! Get him, boy! Don't let them get away! You know what to do, boy! Get him!
Does any of this make sense to you?
None. Let's find the hooded man and leave.
Favor of wind. Increases gouge damage. Yeah, we want that.
Whatever they are, I don't think they're friendly.
I don't think this is gonna hurt them.
There, boy! Get him! Wake winds!
Where am I going? That way.
Would Joshua have had to run this gauntlet too?
No. At least not that I ever heard about. I imagine the Phoenix would receive a warmer welcome.
Here we go again. Where will we end up this time?
Surrounded by contraptions hell-bent on murdering us, I expect. Could the hooded man really have taken this path?
We won't know until we've followed it all the way to the end. Come on, let's keep looking.
How tall are you? Keep your distance, boy.
boy! Stay down! Sick him, Torgal! Get him! Give them all you've got, boy! Garuda, lend me your strength! Over here. There, boy! Get him! Too slow. Don't let them get away. You know what to do, boy. Get him, boy! Over here. Keep your distance, boy. Sick of Torgal. Give them all you've got, boy. Get him. You know what to do, boy. Sick of Torgal. Get him, boy. Not this time. There, boy. Don't let them get away. Sick of Torgal.
Okay, moving on. That was actually a pretty decently difficult fight. Oh, good. More.
There, boy.
Oh, let's just play on.
Look out! There's more of them.
Oh, good God.
Rest. Give them all you've got, boy. Sick of Torgal. It's over. Don't let them get away. Give them all you've got, boy. Stay down. You know what to do, boy. You know what to do, boy.
Well of Wind. What is that? Rook's Gambit. That's the... Okay. I don't care about that one. It's just a good counter. It's just a mid-combo backstep.
I don't like this.
That's a cool looking boss.
Seems the feeling's mutual.
your distance, boy. You know what to do, boy. Get up. Sick of Torgal. Keep your distance, boy. You know what to do, boy. Sick of Torgal. You know what to do, boy. Sick of Torgal.
It's drawing in energy.
Not for long, it isn't. With me. There, boy. There. It's down.
This is our chance.
There's already.
Get him, boys. Get him. Don't let them get away. Sick of Torgal. Get him, boy. Keep your distance, boy. Get him, boy. You lose.
It's done.
What are these creatures? And why do they keep attacking us?
They're probably asking themselves the same thing. We're the ones trespassing here. They're just protecting their home. Jill, look.
Is that some kind of mural?
It's worth a closer look, whatever it is.
Flavor of wind. You know what? We're gonna swap Rook's Gambit to that. I want to see. Also, we should probably upgrade an ability. And by A, I mean we're gonna master all the basic. Okay, cool. So, can't use the map in here. This looks like a coliseum. Well, that thing's cool.
All right then.
Don't let them get away. Get him! Get him, boy! Get him! Sick of Torgal! Give them all you've got, boy! You know what's up, boy! Not this time! Sick of Torgal! You know what's up, boy! Sick of Torgal! Get him, boy!
What the hell was that thing? It wasn't like the others.
It would seem this place holds even more secrets than we thought.
That just leads up there. Just making sure I don't miss anything.
Look out!
Let's just clear the room.
What have we here?
Another fallen wonder.
bastards, boy. Sick of Torgal. Get him. Sick of Torgal. Get him, boy. Over here. Get him.
Lights.
Well, that did something.
So, it isn't a dead end after all.
Apparently not.
Seems to lead to this room.
And look what's in it. How old do you suppose this is? 1,000 years? More?
I don't know. I've never seen anything like it before. Who is that in the middle, do you think? Some sort of god? You're him. The second dominant of fire. Who are you? What? I'm back.
Joshua! Stop it! Please! Stop!
I did this. I killed him.
Joshua chose me to be his shield. He gave me his blessing and asked me to keep him safe. I should have protected him that day. It was my duty.
Clive.
Joshua. I'm sorry. I failed you. Joshua died. I killed him.
And I blamed another for what I did. To spare myself the guilt. I feared that by accepting it, I would lose what little was left of me. So I ran. From everything.
And now? Are you ready to accept the truth?
I am. I know it won't be easy, but it's what I must do. So that Joshua's soul can finally rest in peace.
Ifrit. Show me who you truly are.
deny it. Even when the truth's staring right at you. Come on, Clive. Face your fears.
Too slow. Not this time.
Can I semi-prime? I didn't even consider that. Eye is itchy. Alright, sorry.
Better already. Not this time. No escape, eh? It's all right. I'm done running from you. together, then. It's time to find out who we are, once and for all.
Oh, hell yeah. I can fucking semi-prime.
Show yourself, Ifrit. Truth of it now. You are not afraid. I am.
Fucking great. I don't know, this is getting pretty close to topping Final Fantasy VII for me. It's on the precipice. Shut the fuck up. Don't tell me I can make a fire sword.
It's not your word, but solid. What if I some part of Munina? Talia Shinir.
Yeah, this is pretty good.
Clive, are you all right?
Jill. It's nothing. I'll be fine. No more chasing shadows. The hooded man isn't here. We should go.
So then theoretically, now that I'm the dominant of Ifrit, I should get Ifrit abilities, yeah?
Clive, are you sure you're all right? Whatever it is, you can tell me.
I had a hard enough time telling myself. I awakened as a dominant of fire, right here in this castle, and I've been running from it ever since. But now I know for certain who I really am. The second icon of fire, who killed my brother and burned this castle to the ground, was me. Ifrit.
Clive.
I took so many lives that night, and destroyed so many more, including yours. And I must atone for the crimes I've committed.
Rose said,
not before I learn the whole truth.
I'm the one who murdered my entire family and kingdom and all of my friends and loved ones,
And why was I
but it's
chosen as his
okay.
dominant? Who is the hooded man who brought us here? And what does he want? I need to know. And since I'm still breathing, I might as well make myself useful.
We'll find your answers together. I want to learn the truth too. There'll be time enough for atonement when we're done.
I was hoping you'd say that. I don't think I could do this without you. You never were one to hide from the truth, even when we were young. And you haven't changed a bit.
You're wrong. I have changed. But I don't want to be that person anymore. The things she did were unforgivable. And yet, they're what brought us back together.
Thank you, Jill.
If he is here, then the disturbance I felt at the care must have been confounded. The hour is later than I thought.
Tell me, who did this, or I'll see you suffer the same fate.
The man who delivered the coffer said, he said Sid paid him.
I let you run amok with the rest of your rats, and this is how you repay me? Find out where he is. I'll crush him, flay him, rip out his heart, him and all his filthy brood, and send every last one of them to hell. Yes, my lord. Benedicto.
Clive has gained control of the icon Ifrit, allowing access to new iconic abilities such as Ignition, Fiery Lunge, as well as unlocking the Limit Break. Slots for Ifrit's abilities are shared with those for the Phoenix and can be confirmed via the Abilities tab. The Limit Break gauge is located beneath Clive's HP bar. Release Clive's Inner Beast in Semi-Prime into Ifrit by pressing L3 plus R3 when the gauge is full. The gauge fills in battle by both taking damage as well as performing offensive and defensive maneuvers. Semi-priming temporarily grants increased attack potency and speed, gradual health regen, and guard breaking strikes. Cool. So then let's take a look. So now we have Ifrit. Okay, so he goes on the bottom bar. What do we get? We get Limit Break, which when we upgrade adds a second Limit Break gauge. Oh, so we can upgrade this thing 3 times. Got it. What else? We get Ignition. Ignition seems pretty good. And we get Will of the Wikes. I mean, we'll unlock them. I just don't know. Widens area of effect, allows assignment to any eye. Okay, so I guess that's why it would be useful to master things. Because, so
what?
The way I understand this, I have 2 icons unlocked right now. 3 technically including Ifrit, but I assume I'm going to have some for every, for everything, right? And it looks like I can have 2 available at any time. So, what I'm assuming is, as I get throughout the rest of the game, I'm going to want to use, like, for example, the Phoenix and Ifrit's abilities together, right? But right now I would only be able to use them in 1 slot, which obviously I don't want to do right now. So I would go through and I would master Ifrit's abilities, and that would allow me to equip them here in Garuda's slot. Okay, that makes sense. Alright, we are going to take a 5-minute break. I have to go take an allergy med and use the bathroom. So in the meantime, I'll put on some music until I get back. Let's get back into it.
We returned to Eastpool. I promised the mayor I'd talk to him again. About Lady Hannah amongst other things.
Is this gonna take us? Yeah, okay.
Though she may be loath to leave, I can't help thinking she'd be safer with Sid too.
All right. We should arrange an introduction then. Torgal, what is it?
Nothing good, I'll wager. Come on.
Brother, don't think you can distract me. I want to go see what this is. You assuming I can access it? I can't access it. That's done. Burning it to the ground.
What happened here?
Imperials. You'll pay for this.
Ah! We've got a life.
Remember our orders? No survivors.
Who would order such a thing?
Give them all you've got.
Sick of Torgal. You know what to do, boy. Get him.
Thought you could escape us, did you, Branded? You were born a slave, and you'll die one.
Don't let them get away. Stay down. Kill all the ducal dogs.
Ducal dogs?
They were innocent people. Get him, boys. Sick of Torgal.
Oh my god, the combo when they're doing that pop.
Sick of Torgal. Give them all you've got, boys. It's over. There, boy. Keep a distance, boy. Sick of Torgal. You know what to do, boy. Stay down. Oh no! Over here. Sick of Torgal. Don't let them get away. It's over. Over here. You know what to do, boy. Get him.
All must burn. The bearers and those who sheltered them. By Empress Annibella's command.
My mother ordered this.
alive.
I know. It can wait.
There, boy! Get him, boy! There, boy!
Better already.
There, boy!
Swap out one of my abilities with that charge ability that we just got. I do need some way to bridge the gap easier.
There, boy!
I'm gonna keep around this though. That's a good AoE.
Get him, boy! There, boy! Over here. Get him, boy! Don't let them get away!
I'm sorry, Lady Hannah.
Jesus Christ.
You deserved so much better. All of these people did. Better than my mother.
We're too late! Gav! Clive!
Acting on the orders of the Duchess, eh? We knew East Pool was harbouring bearers. Thought they were safe enough hidden up here, but someone must have let slip. If they'd have only come to us sooner, none of this would have had to happen. Fuck!
My mother always did despise bearers. The way Father embraced them when the other nations spat on them as slaves. The way an accident of birth gave them a power that others lacked.
But why kill everyone? They meant no harm. They just wanted to be free.
This world judges that a crime punishable by death. Which is why we're going to change it. Gav, we want to help.
Thought you'd got your own stuff to be getting on with.
We do. But it can wait.
In that case, we should head back and tell Sid you've had a change of heart. He was always on it yet to join us.
All right.
And we'd best be quick. Last I heard, he was planning another excursion.
What about the villagers?
Aye. Can I leave yous lot to take care of things here?
Of course. We'll make sure they get a proper burial.
Thank you. All of you.
When you're ready, then.
Now, rats, lead me to your nest. Lord Kupka has a message for your leader. If only he knew where to send it.
Alright, so it's been a little bit since we've been back here. We'll
To
see,
Sid Solar, then.
We'll see what we can do.
We have a lot to discuss.
So according to this, there's no new modifications.
Well? What do you want? Anything else?
We do, however, before I forget,
Yes? What?
we need
Go on
to
then.
restock on potions.
You'll not find a better price than that. It'd better all be here. You'll not find a better price than that.
Actually, the other thing we need to do, we'll go acknowledge this so it shuts up.
I heard Otto barking at
Clive, was it?
Probably got new music. And we gotta go talk to the wizard up here. Harpocrates.
Good day. Or... What subject shall we consider today? Did you learn everything you needed?
Don't mind me. Just taking a quick...
Can set a broken arm, soothe a cough, settle a stomach. But there is no remedy for what happened in Eastpool. My talents are worthless in the face of such cruelty.
This place is getting more crowded by the day.
I tell myself the bustle's a blessing. There'll be time enough for quiet contemplation when I'm dead. So, did you find the answers you were looking for?
I still don't know what to make of this gift, curse, or whatever it is I've been given. But there is one thing I can say for certain. I am a dominant, Ifrit. And there is nothing I can do to change that. It is a burden I must bear until my dying day.
Spoken true. Forgiveness and in turn salvation can only begin with acceptance. It's a path we all must walk, no matter how colourful our histories.
Sid, you once told me that you wanted to build a place where people could die on their own terms.
I did.
I've been thinking about that. Why not a place where people can live on their own terms? For 13 years, killing was all I knew. So obsessed with death that I never stopped to consider the lives of those around me. Lives that I see now were scarcely worth living. Be they bearers or beggars, most but march blindly to their end, never realizing that they too deserve a choice. And I dare not turn a blind eye to their suffering any longer.
So, atonement then, is it?
That was the answer we found.
The only one we need.
I'll be expecting you both to pull your weight.
And we will.
Well then, with a sprinkle of fire and ice, this plan of mine might just work.
What trouble are you looking to get yourself into now?
The best kind. We're going to sneak into the Imperial capital and pay a visit to Mother.
And the last of our farmholds in the eastern provinces has succumbed to the blight.
Without their yield, you'll be hard-pressed to fill the capital's granaries before winter.
If there is a capital by then, the black creeps closer as we speak.
And yet you do naught but bawl and bluster.
Your Radiance?
If it is fertile land the Empire requires, we need but look south.
If you mean the crystalline Dominion's holdings, we are bound by mutual accord. Theirs is a neutral state whose borders we are sworn to respect.
Gentlemen, did we swear to see our people starve?
Well, I really do think
The gates of Oriflamme buckle at the flood of those come seeking refuge from the Blight. If there is not grain enough to feed those within our walls, how, pray tell, will we feed those without? But instead of setting your minds to riddles such as these, you lock horns with an enemy from across the sea, sending our soldiers to the slaughter in their thousands. The Empire bleeds, and you sit here prattling like crones in a tea house. And you fancy yourselves leaders of men. Sanbreque is naught without her citizens. We are but their servants. If their land is being wrested away, it is our duty to claim new lands for them.
Your Radiance! You cannot mean a war of conquest.
That is exactly what I mean. It is time we expanded our dominion. This is the will of great Grieger.
There will be uproar. Then we must find a way to distract the citizenry. But how much will that cost? And what of our legions? Shall we raise the furs?
Well, someone will have to contend with the Dalmex.
I will not keep you. You all have much to do. Where is my son?
The Lord Prince is currently garrisoned at the Strait of Author.
If it please you, I can send word requesting his immediate return to the Holy Capital.
That won't be necessary. Tell him instead to see to his wounds. Bahamut's strength will be needed again soon.
As you command.
I must have misheard. You mean to tell me that the mother crystals are the reason the world is dying? Are you mad?
I have been called that on occasion, but no, not today. We've all seen it firsthand. Empty wastes where once were green meadows. Land drained so dry of its ether, not even the rats remained. But where was it all going? I spent years searching for an answer, until I saw it standing right in front of me. There, in the self-same crystals we look to for their so-called blessing. All right, listen. Take this crystal. How does it allow us to conjure magics? Answer, by drawing ambient ether from the air. And where do these crystals come from?
That's easy. They're mined from the mother crystals.
They're one and the same. Although admittedly, this here fits more easily in the pocket.
But the mother crystals are massive. Some as large as mountains.
So you see the problem. Imagine just how much ether can be drawn by something that size. As to where it's all going, mind, well, I can't know everything, can I?
We are taught that the mother crystals are divine. Their ether a gift from the heavens. For centuries, nations have fought and fallen for want of that gift. If what you say is true, how did no one else see it?
Who says they didn't? Maybe the truth was inconvenient.
Inconvenient to whom, exactly?
The higher-ups? The gods themselves?
So now you want to do something about the crystals. And what? We're not helping bearers and dominants anymore.
I didn't say that. I made a promise and I intend to keep it. But if we continue down this path, there's only one fate that awaits the realm. And we can't very well set our people free if they're all lying dead in a blighted ditch. Not if we want to create a place where they can live on their own terms anyway. Sort of defeats the purpose. So, if we have to bring the old world crashing down in order to build us a new one, what say you? Are you with me?
I suppose it's about time I repaid your faith.
You could have just said aye. But it's nice to have you aboard all the same.
What have I got myself into? I'm going to need more than a few potions for this.
Alright, new side quests available, and it seems like we have
mind me.
more
Just taking a quick-
crafting stuff now.
You've lost a letter. Nothing too important, I hope.
Not just a letter. I lost everything. There's a hole in my damn pack, and fool that I am, I didn't bloody notice.
It can't be that bad, surely.
How could it be any worse? I'm a courier. I carry things. If I can't do my job right, then what am I good for? Nothing, that's what. I buggered it right up.
That means no herbs for the infirmary, and no fresh meat for our cooking pots. Worst of all, that letter I lost, it was for Sid. A letter he's been waiting on for days.
Maybe if you retrace your steps.
I'd scour Storm from coast to coast if I could, but there are curse breakers in the field, counting on my arrival. No, I'll just have to own up to Otto and Sid. They're gonna skin me alive.
Fine. Tell me where to look.
Are you serious? Thank you.
It sounds like the hideaway could use those supplies. So, where should I start?
Gotan's bales, perhaps? I took a tumble in the bushes when I was passing through. There's a chance my pack might have caught on something. If you can find everything I dropped, you'll be doing us all a favor. And if you can find Sid's letter, you'll be saving my life.
If it's there, I'll find it.
Wonderful. Now, I have to run if I'm to make my next delivery in time. I trust you can find your way to Gotan's bales. Oh, and hurry, will you? Sid doesn't like to be kept waiting.
I'm sure he doesn't. The letter won't last very long out in the elements. I should make for Sambrek as soon as I can.
Is everything all right?
Now, let me search.
Wanted to send a message, most likely.
Alright, before we grab that one, I just want to check the new equipment.
I see I'm busy here. What do you want?
Flame tongue.
Not bad, if I do say so myself. And?
Is it just our other last sword, but with a...
I heard Otto
It
barking
is.
at
It's
his
our,
lot
our
earlier.
last sword, but with a black
sound
blade.
happy.
That's cool.
So what God's forsaken corner of
Oriflamme.
the holy capital? And what business would you lot having? On second thoughts, I don't want to know.
Reduces heat wave cooldown. Alright, I'm not worried about the limit break gauge.
Speaking of Oriflamme, I hear the trading routes leading south have seen more than double the usual traffic. If you ask me, summat foul's brewing, and it ain't Tyre's borbile tea. Oh, just go and see Otto, will you?
All right.
Oh, before I forget to, rather than heat wave, we want ignition. And then as far as ability points go, we don't have any, or enough to do anything yet.
He's never this. Where are you, Randall?
Is everything all right?
Forgive me, young man. I was in a world of my own. I'm worried about my friend, you see. He left some time ago and hasn't returned. And you know what it's like out there for a bearer on his own.
Why leave the safety of the hideaway?
For coin. Sad though it is, our need outweighs the risk. The hideaway can't survive on goodwill alone. And though Karen does what she can, her coffers aren't bottomless. Wait. You were a soldier, were you not? In the Imperial Army?
I was.
Then I ask a favour of you. I'm too old to be traipsing hither and yon.
I'll do what I can.
Oh, thank you.
What can you tell me about your friend?
His name
Sid
is
can wait
Randall,
as long as I want him to
and
wait.
I suspect you'll find him in Lost Wing. He's been working for Quinton, the tavern keeper. He'll know something, I'm sure.
I'll speak to him.
Safe travels, my friend. And thank you again.
Alright. So we have side quests in both of these areas. Is that it? That is it. I do wonder, because like these both have other symbols with them too. It's probably just the quest number. That's exactly what it is. So who's with me this point? Okay, so both of them. Got it. The sword does very much go with the outfit.
The courier said his pack might have split while he was passing through the bales. I better keep my eyes open. Good. Looks like I'm in the right area. More of the lost supplies. I doubt he could have fit much more in his pack. Still no sign of Sid's letter, though. We've come this far. Might as well ask around.
A little overdressed to be picking grapes, aren't you? Are you here for Master Quentin?
I'm looking for a letter someone dropped nearby. I don't suppose you've seen it.
Can't say I have, sorry.
Well, if you do...
Wait, I did pass a dog with something in its mouth a little while back. Could have been a piece of paper. No idea if it was your letter, but you never know.
Which way did it go?
Towards Lost Wing? Seemed well looked after to me. Dare say someone there's been feeding it.
To the village, then. Thank you.
Alright, see you, Jared. Thanks for stopping by, buddy.
Hi, Collier. Did Master Quentin summon you?
The shad's all salted and smoked.
It seems we have our culprit. Sorry, boy. Someone's waiting for this. But he's waited long enough already. Hopefully this will keep our courier out of trouble.
A whole day on the line and they're still not dry.
But what'll we do for supper?
But how did the grocer know his daughter had been stealing?
Ah, if it isn't Sid's young protege. To what do I owe the pleasure?
I'm looking for a bearer called Randall. I hear he's been coming to you for work. He was expected back at the hideaway some time ago. A friend of his asked me to check on him.
Randall, you say? The porter? Yes, I know him. And I can't say I'm surprised if he has been delayed. I gave him enough to do. Though, thinking about it, he should probably have been back by now.
I'll go and look for him. Where was he headed?
He was to meet an associate of mine to the south of here, on Lorbert's Pass. I do hope nothing's happened to him. Be sure to let me know, Clive.
Alright, where am I going? Got it, there's no fast travel.
Sun's setting fast.
So I'm gonna have to hoof it.
I heard from a couple of the bearers what you did to them royalists over at the Care.
You all right?
The hanged man. Thank the gods. You're one of us. We were attacked. Beastmen on the road. Randall knew he didn't play the hero, but the sod insisted on drawing him off.
Where did this happen?
Further down the road. In the clearing. Please. You have to see that he's safe.
I'll do what I can. You go back to Lost Wing and tell Quentin what happened. Goblins. Why am I not surprised?
Get him, boy! Sick him, Torgal! Keep your distance, boy! There, boy!
Not this time.
Get him, boy! Sick him, Torgal! You know what to do, boy.
Too slow. Not this time.
Give them all you've got, boy. Give them all you've got, boy. Sick him, Torgal.
Sorry, Randall. Looks like I was too late. He doesn't deserve to rot by the roadside. I'll speak to Quentin.
Alright, so now we'll travel back to Lost Wing.
But how did the grocer know his daughter?
Ah, there you are. My man told me what happened. And? I can't help but notice you're alone. Damn it. I feared as much.
He's not far from the south gate. I trust you'll do right by him.
Of course. I'll send someone right away. I knew he was brave, though I didn't know he was reckless. Poor fool.
And you known him long?
A while. I liked the fact that he didn't shy away from dangerous work, and he liked what I paid.
Because it helped keep the hideaway afloat.
I'll tell Sid what happened here. I expect he'll be none too pleased to learn of Randall's fate. And I suppose you're none too happy either. For your trouble.
Now we can go back to the hideaway.
I heard Otto barking at his lot earlier.
Maybe I should just own up. Oh, there you are. I just got back to the hideaway and thankfully Otto hasn't seen me yet. I don't suppose you,
Found the things you dropped. I did.
I was so sure they'd be gone. And the letter?
Only a little worse for wear.
No more skulking about in the shadows for me, then. And all thanks to you. Losing those supplies was one thing, but if Sid had found out about that letter...
Is it about Cursebreaker business?
If only. It's from his daughter. She's off studying in Canver, and her letters are all that keeps Sid sane while she's away.
He never mentioned a daughter.
Well, he's a busy man. And thanks to you, he won't be wasting his time smiting careless couriers with levin bolts. So I'd say you did us both a service. Here, for your troubles. If there's anything you're wanting from Sid, today's the day. He'll be sweet as honey once he gets his hands on this.
Okay.
There's a commotion in the main hall.
Is that it for side quests? Looks like it.
Take a seat, Clive.
So you're really going through with it? Sid's been talking about bringing down a mother crystal. since I've known him. But that's all it's ever been. Talk.
He's convinced it's the right thing to do. We'll be leaving for the capital shortly.
Well, you couldn't have picked a better moment. Seems the hiding the Royalists gave him wasn't enough to dampen old Sylvester's spirits. His legions are on the march again. This time, due south.
Another war.
All as the
Worst
great
case,
Grieger
they shut
wills
down
it.
the Twitch account.
Bloodthirsty little miss, that one. That's God's for you, innit? Still,
I do have a
might
couple
work to our
issues with
advantage
Kick.
on this occasion. Wars breed chaos. On the front lines.
One.
And at home. With a fair
It doesn't
wind
have
behind them,
alerting?
a handful of like-minded ne'er-do-wells could
Like,
melt
I've
into the
had
back
3 or
alleys of
4 people
Oriflamme.
follow me.
No
and
trouble. Is making it to the capital that's the problem.
I don't know
The
who they
checkpoint.
are. I don't know when
That's
they
right.
did. You know
Anyone
what I mean?
travelling in or out of Oriflamme has to go through Northreach.
The other issue that
Lucky
I've
for
run
you.
into is that you can't
I might
download
just
your
know of a
VODs.
way.
You have to use like a
Yes.
third-party tool to grab it from the
Well,
browser,
no,
which
not
reduces
that.
the quality of the
That
video.
gets you an audience with the Dane. And it's the Dane
maybe,
who'll see you
but,
safely
like,
through Northreach.
I
I'll send
can't
a
even
Stolas
find
in the
out where to
morning.
view it
Let her know
in
you're
Kick,
coming.
let alone.
We go way back. And she's a true friend of the cause. I'm sure you'll get on like a house on fire.
That's good of you, but
Like the alert
Who is this
dashboard in
dame,
Kick
and
shows
where will I
empty,
find
but I
her?
have 4 followers.
She's the proud
So very
proprietress
obviously,
of Northreach's foremost
I
house
had
of ill
like,
repute.
you know what I
The
mean? Like
Vale.
that had to have
And
happened.
she's quite a woman, if you know what I mean.
a woman. Right.
Don't go blinding her with your charm now, lad. I'll be expecting a full report when you get back.
So the way to get around that, I'm gonna multi-stream, so I'm streaming onto Twitch, Kick, and YouTube right now. YouTube is just so I have the VOD when I'm done. But alright, I'll see you in a couple of seconds, minutes, whatever.
I suppose that's everything. Now to find Gav.
Who? Wait, what? Who?
Oh, you're the new lad, aren't you? Goat at your service. Well, at the hideaway service anyway. Otto's put me in charge of reading through the reports sent in by our allies and picking out any problems that might warrant the attention of the curse breakers. Or any other willing volunteers. And there's no shortage of problems, I can tell you. Or maybe I don't have to. I'll warrant a strapping lad like you's got people begging him for help wherever you go. Anyway, if you're ever interested in taking a look over the list, just say the word. Reckon you could probably tick off the odd thing here and there. They say little acts of kindness are their own reward. But if that ain't enough, these have got proper bounties on them and all. Here you go.
Okay, so Alliant reports not only find new quests around Valistea, but also I can travel immediately to the obelisk waypoint nearest their location. Okay, so got it. So this will give me side quests across the world. And I can just go there. So like, for example, let's go welcoming committee. And that should take me straight to Lost Ward Wing.
Ah, you're Sid's man, if I'm not mistaken. Couldn't trouble you for some assistance, could I?
That depends. What do you need?
Some new bearers from Oriflamme just arrived, and it cost Master Quinton a pretty penny to convince their owner to part with them. Man must have been a bloody tyrant. Can't get a peep out of them, try as I might.
They're probably terrified of you.
You're probably right. Dare say it'd take a bearer like yourself to open them up. So, will you have a word with them? Help them settle in?
I can try.
That'll do me. Tell them they're safe, and that if they need anything, they just have to ask.
I'll let them know.
Appreciate it. They're sitting over there, taking a long overdue breather, looks like.
So you're the new arrivals. Is there anything I can get you? You're safe here. They don't punish people like us for speaking our minds.
Truly. I'm hungry. My sister too, we're starving.
Wait here. I'll fetch you something from the tavern.
Thank you.
I won't be long. You stay here and rest.
But how did the grocer know his daughter had been stealing off to the vineyard?
Can I have another cup?
I'll have 2 plates of whatever you're serving.
Sorry. We've enough mouths of our own to feed without tending to the wants of outsiders.
It's not for me. It's for some new arrivals.
Oh, my apologies. I didn't see the mark. So you're a comrade. Well, in that case, you may have whatever you require. Take all the bread and wine you want.
That's really all it takes. One look at the innkeeper's mark.
Of course it is. I do as Master Quinton commands, as do we all. And Master Quinton commands that none of his favoured guests be left wanting. Well, don't keep our new comrades waiting. Take what you need and see that they eat their fill.
Bread and wine. Hopefully this will be enough.
Don't tell me. Turnips for supper.
Brother, did you see?
Here. Bread and wine from the tavern.
May we? Truly? Such plenty. Never in all my days.
Brother, this place is like a dream. We sat and no one shouted. We ate and more was offered.
I know. I can't believe it.
You're free now. And the next time you're hungry, you need only ask to be fed.
Thank you for everything. Thank you.
Alright, so quick and easy quest. Go grab the other one in this area.
Master Quinton. I want no trouble. Wait, that's... Oh, glory to Grieger. You were the hanged man. I took you for a rogue. If you're a friend of Master Quinton's, then perhaps you'll help me. His vineyard, Lost Wing's pride and joy, has been beset by a plague of giant wasps.
And you need someone to solve your pest problem.
I do indeed. I've never seen them so far from the forest, nor so mean, for that matter. I suppose the smell's got them worked up. And little wonder. This'll be the finest crop we've ever known if the fiends don't eat it first. I tried chasing them off myself, but they won't flee from the likes of me. And if I don't bring those grapes in for pressing soon, Master Quinton will have my guts for garters. You look like you can handle that blade of yours. Will you put it to use for a comrade in need? Please, rid us of these wasps so I can be about my business.
All right. I'll see to it.
Oh, thank you. You'll find them over at Gotan's Bales on the edge of town. And hurry, Lostwing needs those grapes.
I can go down here. What's in this room?
Bet you'd like to see what's behind that door, wouldn't you? We're not on my watch.
Bitch. So where am I going? This is probably going to be the easiest way.
That must be the vineyard. A few wasps shouldn't give me too much trouble.
Get him, boy!
Bye-bye, Wall.
Looks like that was the last of them.
God, that's such a good ability. It's a crazy good ability.
But how did the grocer know his daughter had been stealing them?
Those wasps won't be interfering with your harvest anymore.
Oh, thank you. Master Quinton would have had my head if I'd lost the crop. I'd say you've earned a reward. Our Gotan Rouge fetches a handsome price among the rich and powerful of the realm. We use that money to keep our comrades fed and imperial wolves from our door. The vineyards were Master Quinton's idea. He wanted to give bearers a place to work, a place where they'd be safe.
Well, he certainly seems to have done that here. I'm glad I could help.
I'll see that he hears of your kindness. And once this vintage is ripe for drinking, there'll be a glass or two raised in your honor.
Okay. We also had quests over at Martha's Rest.
The tavern. It's done. I've seen your face before. You're a friend of Martha's. Help us, I beg you.
Help you with what?
Bandits in the Golden Stables. They're waving their swords around. I think they're gonna kill someone. When I saw what was happening, I slipped out the back. I should have stayed, but... Oh, please help them.
All right. I'll see to your problem.
Thank you.
How many were there?
I was out of the door too fast to count. They looked a nasty bunch, though. Be careful in there, all right?
Oh, we just gotta beat their ass inside the bar? Good old-fashioned bar fight?
Ha! Golden Stable's my ass. All Martha's hiding back here is coppers. Huh? Oh, that's a fine sword, friend. Heavy though, I expect. What say we relieve you of it? Get him, lads. I want that blade.
Let's get this over with.
Get him!
I'll be keeping my blade, thank you.
There he is! The hero of the Golden Stables!
People'll think twice about pushing us around again, thanks to you. We're lucky you were nearby. No good cowards wouldn't have dared set foot in the place if I'd been here, of course.
But you weren't. I thought you told me you had someone watching the place.
The Blood Axes keep an eye on the tavern, yeah. When they're not busy keeping the peace, that is. I've spread them as thin as they'll go. The Empire might be in charge, but that don't mean they care to keep us safe. If it weren't for the Blood Axes and me, merchants won't come near these lands for fear of what might happen to them.
I see. Then you do Rosaria a great service.
Just as you did today. You're a useful man to have around. Here.
And there'll be a mug of something tasty waiting for you whenever you next stop by.
Right, we've got work to do for to make this place presentable. You best be going, before I arm you with a mop.
Quick and easy. It's one thing I will say about these quests is, like the side quests specifically, they're bite-sized. So you're still getting the action, you're still getting the story, but it's, you know, you're not spending an hour on a side quest and diverting from the thing. Alright. It's probably gonna be all of our side quests, honestly. We'll still go back to, I mean, we have to go back to the highway regardless. So, let's go back, we'll check the Alliant reports. See if there's anything else out there.
Good to see you. Here you go. Think you can help?
Alright. I guess while we're right here, may as well talk to Harpotter.
Have you come for a tale? I have quite the find for you today. What subject shall we consider today?
Okay.
I heard Otto barking at his lot earlier.
Clive, was it?
Well, what's that for you, dear? Anything else?
We still don't have any better gear, so... Continuing with main story, we go.
Well, 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 someone's in a hurry.
Just following orders.
Funny, I never took you for the type.
Can't all be as obedient as you, Gav.
Eh?
Fine day for a little mischief, wouldn't you say?
Is this all of us?
Actually, Gav won't be coming.
Just the three of us, then?
Drake said is the keystone of the Empire. Oriflamme's in chaos, yes, but that doesn't mean we can march an army through her gates. The fewer our numbers, the better our chances of going unnoticed. And should that plan fail, well, we have our icons to fall back on.
Sid, I don't know if I can. Ifrit still seems to come and go as he pleases.
Ordinarily, priming an icon comes naturally to a dominance. But then, you are no ordinary dominance.
Well, he's still got the blessing of the Phoenix, doesn't he?
Not to mention what he sucked out of Garuda. And did I ever tell you about how he was once the greatest shield in Rosaria? You know, I reckon he could probably cut us a path out of the capital on his own if need be.
Let's try not to find out.
We're less likely to be spotted if we travel separately. I'll meet you in Northreach in a few days. You two behave now.
So, we're meeting in Northreach. But will I find Sid and Jill before this dame finds me?
But how did the grocer know his daughter?
Okay, so we get to go up that way. I can still... No, I can't. No, I can't. Okay. We're on the right path.
Is it safe to ride to Northreach now?
That ability is going to be really good in combos. Alright, bye-bye, spiders. What do we have back here? Dragon Avis.
No holding back. Give them all you've got, boy. You know what to do. Keep your distance, boy. Get him, boy. You know what to do.
gotta be like a lockbox or something back here, right? No? Oh, here we go. Griffin Head Braid. Burning... what? That's interesting.
Let's make this quick.
Bye-bye.
You know what to do, boy. Get him. Over here. Get him. North Reach. Get him, boy. Don't let him get away. Sick of Toggle! There, boy! Sick of Toggle!
Alright. So, holy shit, this keeps getting bigger. Oh, shit.
Sick of Toggle!
Bye-bye, wolves.
The soldiers used to speak of a brothel, but that was north of the checkpoint. I hope the dame has friends in the south.
How much for this one?
With the right to confiscate
You
any
there?
objects.
Fancy a drop of the Empire's finest?
The fruit's not getting any fresher.
And what can I do for you?
Alright, so we already have a Gaia blade. We have better, we have better. We have a whole bunch of those. And we have everything
And
else,
a
so we don't really need to buy
fine day to
anything.
you.
A moment, my lady.
A moment? I doubt you could afford even that much of my time.
Branded.
My mistake.
No, mine. Upon reflection, you don't have the scent of a branded about you. The flowers. Otto always did know how to please me. More than Sid ever did anyway. Do you think you could please me, Clive?
You're the dame.
Let us leave such impersonal titles to my less preferred clientele. You can call me Isabel. Otto assured me I could trust you. I can trust you, can't I?
You can trust me, yes, but... why would you...
Help you? Because that's what we do. Long ago, Sid did me a kindness when no one else would. I have never forgotten that. Without it, I would not be where I am today. And so, I make it a point to do the same whenever possible. Which brings us here. To the final obstacle between you and whatever it is you seek in the holy capital. I fear the guards are not likely to let a masterless bearer pass unmolested, unless...
Unless...
Unless, of course, his master deigned to appear. Yes, that will do nicely. But I shall expect a favor in return.
Wait, what?
However do they get that colour?
Are you gonna buy something or not?
What the hell are you doing?
Tut-tut. We cannot have people thinking I tolerate disobedience from my branded.
The men who gave me this are no more my masters than you are. But... it's not as if I can hide it.
From the moment you acquired it, that brand has done naught but take. But today, it is going to give you exactly what you want. Just play along.
Madame, back to the Vale already?
But of course, we must make ready to welcome you, my dear.
And who might this be?
Why, my new escort. The streets aren't safe for a girl, what with all the royalists about.
Well, don't work him too hard.
Well, that rather depends on you now, doesn't it? I'll see you all at sunset.
Oi, hold up. Another fucking branded. Well, you're lucky you're with the dame. Now get out of my sight, filth.
That wasn't so bad.
Wasn't so bad. They might have recognized me.
But they didn't. And even if they had, they wouldn't have done anything about it. The gentlemen of the garrison are some of my best customers. We have an arrangement, as do you and I. Now, if you'd care to follow me, we can speak more at the Vale.
Doesn't seem like I have much of a choice.
And if anyone requests her company, tell them she is feeling unwell.
Madame, you look stunning.
As do you, my dear.
Shall I have one of the girls draw a bath?
That won't be necessary. Clive, my darling. Welcome to the Vale.
Thank you for seeing me through the gates, my lady. I am in your debt.
Well, that was the whole point, wasn't it? And I told you, it's Isabel. Whatever wound you so tight, I wonder. It's certainly not Sid's influence.
You, mentioned a favor. What is it you'd have me do? I don't want to keep my companions waiting.
If you mean Sid and the girl, you needn't worry. They have yet to reach the checkpoint. Yes, Otto asked me to help them as well. But to answer your question, I need you to find someone for me. One of my girls. Tatienne has been gone for several days now, having left no word of explanation. And I began to fear the worst.
I feel as if I've spent my whole life searching for people. Though I can't say I'm any good at it.
I trust you'll do your best. Oh, and take this. Proof of that trust. And hopefully enough to keep prying eyes from looking too closely at that handsome face of yours. Now, I have matters to attend to at the Iron Flagon. If you find anything, ask for me there.
I should probably start here.
If the dame has given you her trust, then you have ours as well.
Alright, so that opens up a fuck ton of side quests here. Is there gonna be quests anywhere else? No. Okay.
Excuse me, you there? I cannot help but notice you bear the moon and stars. So you are an associate of the dame's? Might I trouble you for some assistance? You'll be rewarded, of course.
And who exactly would I be assisting?
Oh, forgive me. I am Etienne, a humble merchant, though fortunate enough to count the dame among my acquaintances. I have business beyond these walls, but the guards have grown somewhat suspicious of my comings and goings of late. I was hoping someone might be kind enough to go in my stead. And who better than someone in the employ of the Vale's proprietress? Would you be willing to help a fellow in his hour of need?
Why not?
Marvelous. The task is simple enough. Pass through the gate and deliver packages to a few of my most valued clients. There are 3 in total. A grocer, an apothecary, and a distiller. You need only mention that the items you carry are fresh from the master's table.
Nothing dangerous, I hope.
Why, of course not. Merely trifles which folk beyond the checkpoint are keen to get their hands on. And though I cannot prevent you from peeking, I advise that you don't. Strongly advise.
Quickest way to get this one done is just gonna be fast travel here and go do the thing.
The fruit's not
I have no business with Branded.
Well, I have business with you. A package, fresh from the master's table.
I do not know you. Where is the merchant, Etienne?
Somewhere the gate guards won't be paying him or his affairs any mind.
Fine. Hand over the goods and be gone.
Alright, give me 1 second. We're gonna take a couple minutes of break. Alright. Sorry, we are back. I had to play with the dogs for a second. They were getting wound up.
It's lighter than usual. Branded, if I discover you have played me false...
I can always take it back.
You will do no such thing. Your master should cut out your insolent tongue. Had you been the tool of any other man, I would see you clapped in chains. Payment. Take it and get out of my sight.
Cigars.
Those cigars are worth more than your life. Do be careful.
There's nothing here for your kind, Branded. Go on now. Shoot.
I have a delivery from Etienne. Fresh from the master's table.
Why didn't you say so? Times are hard. But this here'll make 'em less so. For a while, at least. Sorry about the welcome. Meant nothing by it. You wait right here. Here. You can tell Etienne I'm a man of my word.
Perfume.
Oriflamme's finest. Just as promised.
Are you gonna buy something or not?
I don't know. I just can't get over it. Like, this game is
With
so
reds,
pretty.
whites, ales,
Like, you
meads,
can see the fucking
ciders,
reflection of the
berries,
sun in the camera.
murrays.
It's just crazy to think about.
Fresh fish.
Give me one
All from the Sea of Grace.
What did you say
Very
to
more.
these pies again?
I warn you now, I don't sell to your kind, whether you have the coin or not. Where's your master anyway?
Etienne sent me.
Didn't know he had his own bearer. Business must be booming. All right, quickly now, before the guards notice. That isn't a burden off my back. And this is for Etienne.
All this for a drink.
Not just any drink. The very best, specially distilled for my most discerning customers. The guards find that, they'll seize it before you can blink. You keep it well hidden, all right? If Etienne likes it, tell him there's more where that came from. For a price, of course.
Of course. Perfume, cigars, and spirits. Someone has expensive tastes. The question is, how can they afford to maintain them? I suppose there's only one way to find out.
My cousin in the capital said they lost a lot of
Word is that the legions are ready.
The market's all right.
Ah, you have returned. I believe these are yours.
Delightful. The dame will be pleased.
You don't say. And would she be pleased to learn what you had to exchange for those items?
You mean the crystals? No need to be coy, my boy.
Why not just tell me in the first place?
An honest man wears deception like shackles about his ankles. I couldn't risk you stumbling under the gaze of the guards. After all, we both know the punishment for dealing in unsanctioned crystals, even such morsels as I provide. And if you don't know what this day's work may have cost you, then, well, I dare say you'll sleep all the better for it. Despite the risk, our friends beyond the wall gladly give their finest and most treasured wares for the paltry crumbs I trade in.
I didn't realize crystals were so scarce here.
As scarce as chocobo teeth. Hence the thriving market for even the scantest fragments. Do you think it vulgar that I profit from the hardship of others?
I think you're doing what you believe is necessary.
Yeah, indeed. And I don't doubt the Dame would agree. A reward for a job well done. I have the goods I was commissioned to gather, and the guards are none the wiser. I thank you, as will our mutual friend when she hears of how you have aided me.
Sergeant's got it in for us two. As if either of us... Where's your commanding officer, Branded? Don't you know the training grounds are for real soldiers?
Hey, you lost or something? Sorry, but the Imperial Guard's got no use for your kind. The infantry always needs more bodies, though.
I'm just passing through.
I don't bloody believe it. The bastard's wearing the moon and stars.
That'll be why he's strutting about like he owns the place.
The Dame laughed when we offered her our protection. You reckon this prick's really worth a couple of the Emperor's finest?
I dare say there's ways of finding out. How about it, Branded? Care to show us how you earned that brooch?
I'd rather not.
Oh, no doubt. Only chivalrous souls that we are. Robin and I need to know the Dame's being properly looked after.
Fine. If it'll put your mind at ease.
Oh, and just so you know, I won't be holding back. I suggest you don't either. Take a moment to get ready if you need it. Wouldn't want you whining about an unfair fight. Now,
if that's what you...
Well, we're about to beat this man's ass.
oh, and when you go crying to your mistress, tell her it was Leon who gave you the pounding. Use all the dirty tricks you want, Brandon. Alright. So you know one end of a blade from Fuck me.
What the hell are you playing at, Leon? Huh. So it's a real challenge he wants, is it? Fine. Sword up, bearer. Let's have some fun, shall we? What a bearer! Win the Dane's favour, anyway.
I know when to hold my tongue for a start.
Yeah, you got potential. I'll give you that.
Can I go now?
Gregor's gas. The bastard didn't even break a sweat.
The dame's man or no, he's still a branded. Best hope the sergeant never hears about this.
Yeah, not after the bollocking he gave us for missing drills. Might be the old sod had a point.
I'll leave you to it.
Yeah, good bloody riddance.
Do us a favour. If you have to tell the dame about this, tell her we got a good few hits in, eh? Yeah, on second thought, maybe don't mention this to the dame. We wouldn't want you getting into trouble.
Heard the bones fell favourably. To the Vale, then, is it?
I don't know how a bearer came by the moon and stars, but thank goodness I found you. Can I trust you to be discreet?
About what?
About this. About what I wish to ask of you. About the fact that I, a humble creature, assist the Dame of the Vale in her endeavors. As unlikely as it may seem, there are those within the upper echelons of Samberquois society who find the Empire's treatment of bearers to be barbaric.
All right. But what do you want from me?
This town is carried upon the backs of its bearers, and yet many would see their servants starve. Not for the want of coin, simple fare cost little more than a pittance, but to revel in the suffering of others. A simple act of cruelty. Contemptible though it is, my countrymen would sooner cut off their noses to spite their faces than see their bearers fed. And despite my best attempts at secrecy, my efforts to dole out comestibles have been noticed. Which brings me to my request. The brand upon your cheek affords you a certain freedom. A freedom I could sorely use.
Fine. What do you need me to do?
Oh, thank you. An extra meal may not seem like much, but it will make all the difference. Here, deliver these, but keep them hidden. Quickly now. What food I can provide goes where the need is greatest. And today, that happens to be the barracks. 3 bearers, overworked and underfed, not permitted a moment's rest.
It's no wonder so many die before their time.
Tragic, true, but do not let anger make you careless. People will view this act of mercy as an undermining of the Empire's authority. Be discreet for both our sakes, and for the sake of those we feed. Oh, and when you're finished, a word in the ear of one of the Dame's girls would be appreciated.
You won't be staying, then?
I'm afraid not. I'm expected back in the capital, and have already risked much speaking with you this long.
Crystal's curse is bad enough. We can't let people starve as well.
Are you waiting for it to heal on its own? Hurry up!
Looks like now's not the time. You look like you need a rest.
Not half as much as I need this.
Thank you. I don't eat it here, though. Not where anyone might see.
Has it always been this bad?
Oh, it was worse before the Chamberlain. I'd be dead without him. Me and many others.
That's something at least. I have something for you.
From the Chamberlain. Thank you. You need to leave. Now. Please.
Branded! Who told you to rest? Stoke those damn flames! And you! If you've got a message for me, out with it. If not, return to your post. It's not been half a moon.
Enough! Curse you! Get away from me! You'll work faster next time if you know what's good for you!
Here. It looks like you need it.
The Chamberlain must have sent you. But alas, my work is far from over. If I don't go now, they'll beat me.
You need to rest.
But I won't. I've wounds to heal and bones to mend.
And what of your own hurts?
They'll wait. As will my hunger. Thank you, though.
A drover has more regard for his cattle than the Empire does its bearers. Anyway, I'd better head to the Vale.
That bastard!
All right. Are you here for business or pleasure?
Business, though not my own. The Chamberlain put me to work delivering food.
Ah, so he found someone to help him then. Just as well. I hear his friends back at court have been taking a little too much interest in him of late.
So he really is a Chamberlain.
There was a time when he was the Vale's most illustrious customer. Us girls thought of him as a generous uncle. He was one of the only people round here who seemed bothered by the way the Empire treats its bearers.
Rare for one in his position.
A fact not wasted on the dame. A little nudge from her is all it took, and he became the patron saint of Northreach's starving masses. My sisters and I may have lost an uncle, but bearers are being fed for a change, so we don't grumble. Much.
Glad to hear it.
Gives you faith, though, doesn't it? To know there are people out there like him. And you, for that matter. It's no wonder the dame's got a soft spot for you.
I better be going.
Alright, I think that's all of it for right now. Yes? Yes. Yes.
You wear the dame's brooch. She must trust you.
Enough to have me look for one of your colleagues. A woman by the name of Tatienne.
She's still missing then. Oh, if only I'd comforted her.
You saw her before she disappeared?
The day before. She was in tears. She'd lost her comb, a gift from the dame. It wasn't anything fancy, but you could tell it meant the world to her. You see, Tatienne was an orphan, and she looked upon the dame as a mother, as do we all.
So she was upset.
And I didn't lend her my shoulder. But perhaps someone else did. Tatienne shared a room. Her chambermaid may have seen something. She's over there, sitting by the pond.
Thank you. Let's see what her chambermaid can tell us then.
So you're the new escort the girls have been talking about. And you've already been sent off on an errand, eh? Poor boy. You'll be knackered before the real work begins later on tonight.
I'm told you share a bedchamber with Tatienne. Did she say anything to you before?
Before she went missing. Only that she needed to meet with someone. She did mention a name, but I know exactly who she meant.
You do?
Lad from the garrison. Annoying little shit. Spent every guil he earned on Tatienne, and picked fights with anyone else who tried to buy her time. Followed her around like a lost puppy. Tatienne was flattered at first, but it didn't take long for her to get scared. She thought about saying something. But the dame was so proud of her for how much she was bringing in, and she didn't want to let her down.
This man from the garrison. Did you ever see him?
Of course I did. He tried to sneak into our room enough times. Slimy sod's got a scar over one eye. Claims he got it in battle.
You've been very helpful.
Don't let him get away with this. Find him, and you'll find her.
A man from the garrison. Seems a trip to the barracks is in order.
Heard the bones fell favourably.
I'm looking for a man with a scar over his eye.
Looking for a man? Does this look like a brothel, Branded? Fuck off!
Hold your tongue. He wears the dame's brooch. One word from him and the Vale's doors will be barred to us for good.
There's only one man in the garrison with a dodgy eye. His name's Yannick. I haven't seen him around lately, though.
On account of him being in war. Yannick left a few days back. Said he had dealings with a merchant there.
The dame thanks you. Moor is the last village on the road to Oriflamme. I should let Isabel know where I'm headed.
Clive, tell me you bear good tidings.
That remains to be seen.
Oh, Tatienne, you could have told me.
This Yannick. The soldiers I spoke to believe he's in the village of Moor. According to them, he claimed to have some business with a merchant there. Though that wouldn't explain his continued absence.
And you plan on traveling to Moor to ascertain the truth?
Isn't that what you want?
Oh, it is, but I fear sending you there may cause more harm than good. The people of Moor are rather set in their ways. You'll find they have little love for bearers, and they will not hesitate to report one such as you to the constabulary. There is a man in Moor who owes me a favor. More than one, in fact. His name is Bertrand, and he works at the stables. Tell him I sent you.
I shall return as soon as I find something.
More side quests.
That's the day.
Or did one of them get on this side of
Oriflamme, how many bearers suffer to keep your granaries full?
Actually, before we go any further, I think we're gonna call it here. At this point, it's been, I don't even know how long. 4 hours. So good point to wrap it. As always, this is let me start over. If this is your first time watching, please consider dropping a like and a follow. Sorry, I was looking at the pet attributes. I didn't realize he had any. We will more than likely be back tomorrow night with more. But until then, I will see you then.